Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Ncuti Gatwa is the doctor that just keeps on giving. He just keeps on giving. He really needs to stop.
Yeah, no, he really does need to stop talking. It's a problem. Between him and Davies, I don't know what, well, I don't know which is worse, but he is actually the one that's worse in this behavior. But
yeah,
they both need to stop talking.
We're going to talk about another interview, this one in Variety with Ncuti Gatwa, I don't know what doctor he is. He's like Doctor 14 and a half, I guess. Supposed to be the 15th doctor, but who the hell knows anymore? Probably the 15,000th doctor. But he's been saying some stuff in interviews, basically playing the race card, you know. And
well, now it's basically said if you don't like his doctor, don't watch it.
Just leave. Just
leave. And then here's the thing: if you don't watch it, they're going to blame you for not watching it either.
Absolutely.
That's what they're going to say. It's because the bigots didn't watch it. But you just got to telling everybody they don't like your doctor or your comments to not watch it. And he also insults straight white people again. So there you go.
Every time someone does this, every time somebody does this, you actively tell people to leave. You tell them to quit. You tell them to walk away. You make it very easy for them. At this point in time, there is so much else on TV and there's so many other shows that are worth your time that are older shows or whatever. He should be begging people to watch Doctor Who again, and they're not. And I thought that bringing Russell T Davies back and bringing David Tennant back, that's what they were going to do, is try to get right with the fans, and they're just doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, flat out telling people, walk away from Doctor Who, go touch grass. He
says people touch grass. He literally does. We're going to look at this.
God, seriously, this makes my head hurt. Like, this is everything you do not do. Everything you do not do.
It's like, we got to save Doctor Who. Disney's going to give us some money. We got to save it. So what should we do? Oh, should we do what our audience expects and go back to what works and try to get our audience back? Hell no. We're just going to tell them all to touch grass instead. Because that makes so much sense.
At least you make a joke about like living in your mom's basement or something, you know? I mean,
well,
that's like
he's probably saving that one for the next interview, because every time he does an interview, he says something else stupid.
All those neckbeards that didn't watch my really, really gay Doctor Who, yeah, they're a bunch of neckbeard.
What about the women who didn't watch it? What about the LGBTQ people who don't watch it?
Oh, the women checked out a long time ago. They checked out around Capaldi era. That was like a good chunk of their audience, because that was when the one of the producers said that, yeah, you don't want to be the companion to the young hot doctor. You want to be the doctor. So, and that didn't work out very well for them either. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. So get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
God, I can't. Like, you sent me, and I was like, he did not say that. Like, I thought it was paraphrasing. He literally wants people to go touch grass. But before that, he goes on about white people again. He talks about making history as the first openly queer black actor take on the role of the doctor. You know what? It makes perfect sense to me, he said. He was born in Rwanda and raised in Scotland. He said, I feel like anyone that has a problem with someone who's not a straight white man playing this character, you're not really truly a fan of the show.
Wait till you see what he says at the end of the interview. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, it gets better. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You've not been watching because the show is about regeneration and the doctor is an alien. Why would they only choose to be this sort of person?
But the doctor's an alien, so why do they have to have human diversity stuff?
Why is the doctor always British?
Well, there you go. He's an alien.
Where's my American doctor? We had an American master. Where's my American?
This is so stupid. If you don't like what's going on with the show, you're not truly a fan of the show, says the new doctor. He actually literally said that.
Yeah.
And he's like, they weren't exactly the straightest men in the past, Davey said.
Someone has a lightness and joy about him that chimes with queer energy.
Wait, so someone has a lightness and joy that means they're queer?
If you're happy and joyful, you're gay. See, that's what the original meaning was, right? That's where it came from. If you're happy and you know what, you were gay. What?
We're not delivering a neutered doctor?
Oh my God. This is okay. So this is Russell T Davies, who also has gone out against the fans, but he was trying to defend his decision to keep Davros out of the wheelchair because that's problematic. And we saw how they brought David Tennant back just to drag him, to have the women on the show drag him.
And then we have, but the thing is, the reason people aren't liking this is because the choice has been made. It's very clearly agenda driven. I mean, it always has been, progressive. It always has been, but it was done in a nuanced way until, the last few years. And then you have the whole situation going on with the timeless children and all that, and how
Which
they're
are doubling down
They're
on.
doubling down on it. There's so many reasons to not like the show, and him being black and now apparently gay is probably like one of the smallest reasons to have a problem with the show. But he's making it a big reason because he won't shut his fucking mouth. Talking about how, oh yeah, the Doctor had a long hot summer with Harry Houdini.
Yes. Even Capaldi, though, he joked about one of the kings of England fancying him or something. I don't know. But they were setting this up for the Doctor to be any kind of person, possibly female, because even going back to Moffat, Missy said about the Doctor being a little girl on Gallifrey, and people thought it was a joke. It's like, nah, they weren't joking. They weren't joking. Like, they were totally going to go there. But they said, yeah, they auditioned men, women, black, white, non-binary actors and actors whose sexuality was their own private matter. These are exactly the barriers I like to break.
So wait, you like to break barriers. So you deliberately, auditioned all kinds of people. And then, but you were looking for things. You were deliberately admitting that you're choosing people that you thought would break barriers. So you weren't going to hire a white guy. You weren't going to hire a straight guy. You were deliberately trying to find people that weren't that to cause drama.
Yes. They and people said after Capaldi left, they said the Doctor is never going to be a straight white man again. Just so you know, like they're going to go out of their way to make sure.
But this is Davies again. It's very hard for anyone to stop me doing these things. You'd have to be a pretty brave executive to say, "Don't go there" to me. I'm sure there are people thinking that, but I wouldn't work with them, would I?
Disney's cutting the checks, and Disney.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, he's definitely not the same person.
Any respect I had for you have lost entirely.
Well, he was apparently somebody got a hold of him, and he was like shitting all over us. I'm like, dude, I have supported you. I have said that I loved Doctor Who. I loved it on your watch. It would be great to have him come back. I'm like, what the actual fuck?
Well, it doesn't matter. He doesn't like you because you have to be pretty brave to tell him no. And executives won't tell him no because I won't work for them. Would somebody please tell this man no? For fuck's sake, tell him no.
At the end of the day, it is the fans who might potentially tell you no. It's the audience that will tell you no, and it's Disney that will tell you no.
Well, the audience will tell them no, and then they'll say it's because they're bigots.
They'll say it's because, well, Doctor Who, maybe it's just a product of its time. We tried to bring it back. Macroeconomic headwinds couldn't possibly be us. I mean, I was legitimately excited when they said he was going to come back. They're bringing David Tennant back, Catherine Tate back, and I'm okay with a different kind of Doctor. For me, that is not the issue. If some people have an issue with it, that's entirely fair. They're allowed to. It's the shit that they're saying and the direction they're going to take it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously they're going to double, triple, quadruple down on race and gender identity and all this stuff. And they're not going to get rid of the timeless children. And apparently everything's about the color of your skin and who you fuck.
Pretty much.
That's, like, who gives a shit? Where's the Doctor going? What's the adventures going to be? Well, the Doctor's going to confront racism. Well, okay, and Daleks? Do we get Daleks?
Doctor's already confronted racism many times.
Daleks are racist. They're space Nazis with a plunger hand. That's what they basically are.
Anyway, you go on down. So it goes on and on and on. They're talking about the new show and how it's going to come out and all this stuff.
This is important. They were given a 2-season order by Disney. What happens at the end of that second season is going to be really interesting because Disney is basically bankrolling this, and Russell T Davies has gone on record as saying the BBC can't afford it. They need to find a production partner. So
did you see the rest of it though? He said about his urge he wants to call it season 1, despite the 60-year history of the show. It's a new show.
Yeah.
He wants to call it season 1. Doctor Who, 60 years. That he's literally flushing down the toilet. And he's like, I want to call it season 1 because it's a new show now, but don't dare tell me no. What a little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Davies, but you're acting like a prima donna diva bitch.
It's like easy come, easy go.
Neutral.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was legitimately excited. I'm like, I'm not now. I want every person in the world to watch Doctor Who except the straight white guys. I hate to break it to you, though, by the way. It's probably not wise to shit where you eat. I just want to blow this up. 87.2% of the population in the UK is white.
That's what 2011. It might be different.
It's like 82% now. Still, it's by and large, it is the home of the whitest people on earth. And you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be attacking white mediocrity and white people and making fun of their white doctors, because that's what kept the show on the air probably for 60 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Those doctors.
I can't with this guy. It's not going to be Star Wars budget. And do you know what? Neither should it be. Because I do think, with no offense to anyone, if money disappeared tomorrow, we'd still make the best episode of Doctor Who ever. Where? We're still waiting, because so far we're just seeing a bunch of agenda-riddled bullshit that you're just trying to push. And you're already trying to case build that if it fails, you can blame everybody and say they're bigots. Not going to work. It's not going to work this time. People are over your shit. Then go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Gatwa said that right before he got the role of Doctor Who, he said he'd like to play a character like Doctor Who or Willy Wonka. I'm like, well, if he didn't get Doctor Who, he could have played it Willy's Chocolate Experience or whatever in Scotland. I mean, he's from Scotland, right? Right?
There you go.
There you go.
He could have played it there.
He could
probably be more beloved than this. But you go down here, it's like, keep going down. It's really funny because he was talking about how he was reading or he was watching the episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, before that, he's talking about the fragility of mental health of young people that I blame social media for. So
I don't disagree.
He wants to be their hero.
Yeah, but I don't disagree. But the problem is that the fragility of mental health and the fragility that you see in people online, it seems like it's infected Hollywood and infected the BBC and infected journalism, and nobody can take any kind of criticism anymore.
Yeah, basically.
And everybody wants to make sure.
It's one giant temper tantrum.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So he said when he was getting ready, the week before, he texted his agent. He's like, play Dr. Willy Wonka, okay? He's like, he's a manifestation because to prepare, he rewatched all of Davy's episodes. In that week, I became a diehard fan.
Okay. There is a difference. Like, you look at Peter Capaldi. Peter Capaldi wanted to play Doctor Who since he was a kid. Like, and it shows, but I feel really bad for him because he got the shittiest scripts, until Jodie Whittaker came along. But yeah.
But we're going to talk about what he had to say to the people, like, at the end. He's talking about, playing the part. And then here it is. It comes to a head. You can talk about it.
Although Gatwa's groundbreaking casting was met with much praise, and I was actually willing to give the guy a chance, but he just keeps talking. There were, of course, some haters. Gatwa's message to the naysayers is simple. Don't watch. Turn off the TV. Go and touch grass, please, for God's sake.
Right. So, thank God you're not a straight white guy, play a straight white guy playing the character. And if you don't like it, and most people's issue wasn't initially because of Ncuti Gatwa himself, but now he's making it an issue because he won't shut his fucking mouth. That now he's basically told you, don't watch it, go touch grass. So I recommend you don't watch it and y'all go touch grass because they told you to. But I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it out of him or Davies or BBC or Disney or anyone or Variety or any of these people. I don't want to hear it when the show doesn't do well. And then you're like, oh, well, it's because a bunch of bigots. No, you don't get to do that then. You don't get to do that because you basically just told everybody if they don't like the changes to the show, that Davies totally said no one's going to tell him no. They don't have the guts to tell him no. So tell him no. And then they start screaming about bigotry. Just give him a giant middle finger and say, fuck you. Go touch grass, I guess.
Go touch grass. Yeah, and Davies, he just keeps on going about queer rights in Doctor Who being something to open people's minds. And it's like, look, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I just touched grass. I literally just touched grass before I came over here. I don't care. But like you said, it's you're telling the audience to leave.
Wait, but this comment, I think if you're 6 years old, you don't care, not at all. But nonetheless, the world darkens. I do think the world, this is Davies.
Yes.
The world is darkening around queer rights. There's a joy and a celebration. Whether you're a 12-year-old and just beginning to work out who you are, or 62 years old, or you're 61 like me and beginning to worry about where we are in society. Wait, a 12-year-old.
You're not allowed to ask questions.
God's sake, 12-year-old.
There's a hero out there cutting his way through the universe, looking damn good in suits and doing it with a laugh and a smile. So Doctor Who is for all the queer 12-year-olds out there. And that's fine. I always thought Doctor Who was for everybody. I always thought the Doctor was above all of this stuff. Like, he just kind of looked at...
No, it's like cartoons. You have to know everybody's fucking what color they are.
I thought the Doctor just kind of looked at humanity and just kind of like shook his head and was like, whatever, I'll help you guys out, but God help us all.
I'm going to try and do better about the F-bombs, but this one just really pissed me off. I'm not a dude, and I think you're full of shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. Dude, go for it. It's your show, it's your money, your budget, whatever you want to do.
That's not his money.
It's Disney's money.
And the BBC's money.
And the BBC's money. We want to do whatever you want to do.
But he's so important, no one will tell him no. For the love of God, tell this dude no.
But when the viewership drops off, when the fans walk away, when they go outside and touch grass, which they're doing, which is hurting streaming right now, don't cry about it. You don't get it.
No,
you literally told them to leave. You literally told them to leave.
We're going to roast you so hard, Davies. Just hold your ass. I mean, just grab your butt because we'll be in there.
Wait, why?
Well, I thought like we're the first.
There's so much. Oh, God. There's so much to unpack here. There's so much to unpack. And we're going to wrap it up. Are we going to wrap it up?
Yes.
We're wrapping this up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.